Interesting.
Wow, that blew my mind.
Two short guys eat stuff and talk about it.
So what's the best tasting jerky at local farm and home supply? Today we're about ready to find out. We got a blind taste test, and Blake, we got 2 new within the past year from a brand standpoint, right?
Yeah, that's correct. So we brought in Old Trapper at the beginning of 2024, and then we brought in Pearson Ranch within the last month or so.
And Pearson's interesting because it has, we got elk, we got buffalo, and what's the other one I'm forgetting? Venison, right?
Yeah, there's venison, there's also duck and wild boar.
So if you're up for experimentation on your jerky, Pearson would be one to try. But today, we got to we're going to make it sciencey, right?
Yep.
So we got original recipe of all these jerkies. So we got Jack Link's, Old Trapper, Iowa Smokehouse, and Pearson. So we don't know which one we're going to try. We're going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, figure out which one's the best taste. You ready?
Yep.
Now, what are you looking for in a jerky? You like a lot of salt, a lot of pepper?
Well, these are original, so
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I personally, I really like a dry jerky, and none of these are actually dry, so it doesn't really fit my needs. But
we're going to have very opposite scores then, because I like a moist, a tender jerky. So if you like them dry, we're going to have a wide scope on this one. See, this one's dry to me. But
see, I like them so. It's really tender.
A little bit of sweetness.
I like it because it's not very tough either. It's like really easy to chew.
All right, out of 10, what are you giving that one?
That's pretty good. I'm scared to rate a high in case these ones are better. I'm gonna go with a 7.5.
Okay. Because of the sweetness, I'm going to give it a 7, or else, because it's too chewy for me, or else I would rate the 6, but it was sweet. So, a 7.5 and a 7. More moist, more tender, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can even see on this one a little bit more pepper. It's got kick to it.
Yeah, this one has more salt to it as well. I mean,
I want flavor.
Yeah, the first one was sweet. This is like the opposite effect.
Mm-hmm. This is smokier. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Iowa Smokehouse, because it is smoky.
And for being original, there is like a little bit more of flavor to it, I'll say.
Yep. I'm going an 8 on that one. I'm not going to influence your score, but that's my 8.
I'm going to go with a 9.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, that one's going to be tough to beat.
I'll call that one more gamey.
Yeah.
People say this thing's got a gamey flavor.
And I don't know if bland's the right word, but it is like just a very original flavor. Nothing else to it. It's not sweet. It's not too salty.
I don't know if it's the texture or the look of it. I'm getting a bacony flavor from that. If you like a crisp bacon. Out of all of them that we've had so far, I consider that more old school, traditional.
Yeah.
In all of them.
I would agree. And then while doing this, I'm trying to think of which one could be which. And when you said old school, I really do think that's Jack Link's. I could be wrong, but that's my guess so far.
What's your score out of 10?
I'll go 6.5.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to go 7.5 on that one. Let's just scale up from the first one. This one might be the thickest that we have so far on a piece-by-piece basis.
Wow.
What's your wow?
Not a fan. And now I'm really wondering which one this is. I mean, I've tried all these before, but...
This one is a earthy flavor, I would describe. Roast beef.
Yeah.
That gives me roast beef flavors.
It almost like screams at you, you know, when like a food says no artificial ingredients. I mean, this is like pure.
Yeah.
Nothing added.
Down and dirty jerky, baby.
I'm gonna have to go with a 5. I'm just not a fan.
I'll go there with you. I don't like that one at all.
And I think I know which one this is.
It is probably natural, which might be the whole selling point behind it, but just not a lot of flavor. All right, so we have a surprise. I don't think any of us got any of them right if we're trying to guess which brand that we're having.
No.
And the number one, surprise, surprise, is probably the one that we've had the longest, Jack Link's. So it's a nationwide brand. I would have thought, you know, it would be like McDonald's where it tries to suit everybody at the same time.
Yeah.
But no, in fact, the most punch as far as flavor to me.
And really it goes in contrast to what we've been saying in a lot of these reviews is, you know, typically when you have the small batches, you get, you know, more flavor and I mean, this is as old school as it gets, and
#1 seller for a reason.
yeah, I guess so.
But number 2 was our first one that we tried. 14.5 total score was the Pearson. So the sweetness out of that one kind of really stood out.
Yeah, the Pearson one surprised me. You know, I'm not a huge beef jerky fan. I enjoy it, I'll eat it, but I'd actually prefer snack sticks. And if you haven't tried the Pearson snack sticks, I would definitely encourage. I mean, that's my favorite snack stick of all time, and their jerky's pretty good as well, apparently.
So stay tuned. We'll try to surprise ourselves again. We'll do a snack stick taste test. But if you're out for hunting or you want something during the winter to warm you up and don't mind gnawing on something for a while, 1 and 2, Jack Link's and Pearson.